Well, from a house filled with Winnie the Pooh to the Wizard of Oz items that are one of a kind, get ready to meet some unique collectors on the new show, Collector's Call.
Yeah, hosted by Lisa Whelchel. She's stepping into the world of memorabilia fanatics. Take a look.
This is probably one of the rarest promotional toys ever to be produced.
From what I've seen, there's certainly at least $10 million here.
It doesn't have to be worth $1 million. It's worth $1 million to me.
I will never sell that coat. I'm being buried in it.
I purchase everything because it's something that I love.
It's just a house full of passions.
The mold of Tom Cruise's teeth, that's a kind of a really weird but cool thing.
And Lisa's here with us now. You know, I can't imagine that when you entered into this, to host this, that you knew these types of collections existed. Did you?
No, I had no idea. But apparently, it's a whole subculture.
Yes.
People know each other. They help each other out.
Do they have
They go far
and
and wide to find. Yes, they have conventions and conferences. It is definitely a whole world of its own.
Yeah, so you go inside their homes. What was the most surprising thing that you found?
Oh,
Because there's some strange collections.
There's some strange things.
That's a tough
Narrow
question.
that down, yeah. You know, I'll have to say, I think it's the man who collects locks of hair of presidents.
Interesting.
So he has the George Washington, Abraham Lincoln, John Kennedy.
Where does he get this hair?
I know, and it's actually, I mean, they have the provenance for it, so it's authenticated. I think the backstory is like in the day, when they would invite someone to the house, because if it's someone known, they would include a lock of the hair with the invitation. I guess to just say, yeah, this is really for the president. Just crazy stuff and really fascinating stories behind it.
Yeah, it's probably a good thing they don't still do that.
I know, maybe that's why they wore the white wigs. They had no hair left, and the partiers really had to have the wigs.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I would say, I would guess more than what people are collecting, as you just mentioned, the stories behind them must be fascinating, like how people get started in all of it.
Oh yeah, and the collectors themselves are the whole story. I'm telling you, because you know, if you have a collection like this, and then when you said the homes, like there are some collectors who, one in particular, the Winnie the Pooh collector, bought the house next door because she outgrew her home with her Winnie the Pooh collection.
Wow.
Are these people independently wealthy?
No, they're not. But I tell you what, they do whatever money they have, they sink it into buying something else, and they trade and they find deals. And
yes,
so
that's the thing too. So you not only do you go in and you see the collections, but you also bring someone in to appraise their collections, and then they have the opportunity to trade it.
Right. So we bring the appraiser in, but the thing that the appraiser brings not only is to say how much it's worth, but brings an item that has been kind of an elusive item that's been on the collector's list. We kind of find out what that is. But the catch is they have to trade it with something of equal value. And it's not about the money at all. It's all about the sentimental value. So no matter how much we may have presented them with something they really wanted, it's usually hard for them to give up something they already have, because as you said, there's a story behind even the hunt of each collectible.
Yeah.
And there must be such an attachment to it after all the years and effort put into collecting. This is fascinating.
It is.
All right, well, you can catch Collector's Call when it premieres Sunday at 11 p.m. on MeTV.
Thank you so much for coming.
My pleasure.